Quick question before you start your presentation. So if we speak about the happiness barometer, at this very moment, from 1 to 10, what's how happy you are right now, the happiness barometer?
I am very happy to be talking here. It's Friday, the sun is shining in Belgium, so I'm quite happy.
Okay, but from 1 to 10, what will you give your number?
Let's say 8.
8.
We're still
Okay.
with a COVID situation, so
okay.
10.
There is still place for growing. Okay, Tim, the stage is yours, and we are very welcome and open to hear and see what you're going to say to us. Please.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you everybody for listening. Today I would like to talk to you about how we create happiness for our employees. As said before, my name is Tim Berghmans, and I am the CEO at Marbles. And Marbles is a full-service communication agency based in Antwerp, in Belgium. And we have a team of about 17 people. And what sets us apart the most from other companies in Belgium is that we are a purpose-driven company. It means that we have defined our purpose and we make most of our decisions based on that purpose. And the purpose of Marbles is that we are marbles together. As flourishing people, we devise and we realize creative solutions worldwide with the aim of creating happiness. We know it sounds a little bit cheesy, but it's what we do. And in everything we do, from the decoration of our office to every tiny task we do for our clients, we ask ourselves if it contributes to our purpose to create more happiness in the world. And we know we can't just say we create happiness. We also have to have a clear strategy for happiness. And I can talk for hours about our vision on the world and how it should change. But today I'll be focusing on the HR part of happiness. And our HR strategy is based on the PERMA theory of Martin Seligman. That's an American psychologist who did research on positive psychology. And without going into detail on his research, there are 2 beliefs that we have that cover our HR strategy. And the first belief is that happy employees are the key for better results. Our goal is to create as much happiness as possible for the world. But in order to do so, we must first focus on ourselves, because we believe that you cannot make happy if you are not happy. And our second belief is that self-management is the best organizational form there is. And most of the companies and governments are hierarchy-based, and we know it works, it does the trick, but we are convinced that making decisions together outsmarts making decisions on your own. And we believe that a team is perfectly capable of managing themselves. So we have a purpose of creating happiness, and we have an HR strategy focused on employee happiness. It looks very nice on paper, but what are the things we actually do to create happiness? How do we create happy employees? Well, the short answer is by putting them in the driving seat to create the coolest company in the world. Back in 2016, when we started our self-managing teams, that was our goal, to become the coolest company in the world. And to start in becoming the coolest company in the world, we introduced full transparency. On almost everything, financial results, turnover, costs, profits, we are very transparent. Because we believe if we want to put the team in charge, we have to make sure they have access to all the information they need. And I said almost everything, because the last thing we have to make transparent are the wages. Today, it's not very transparent how much everybody's earning. And this is one of the next steps we are going to take in the coming weeks. We will create an experiment where teams go talk with each other about their own wages and how much everybody should earn, without any boss or any manager telling them which is good or which is bad. And back in 2016, when we started self-managing teams, one of the first things employees needed was freedom of work. The ability to choose for yourself when you want to work, where you want to work, and how you want to work. And some people, like for example me, I love starting early. Others don't like it at all. And some people love to work at the office. Others like to travel and work at the same time. For example, my colleague Simon, he went to Italy this summer to visit a friend. During the day, he was working at a co-working space, and after work, he was living the life in Rome. And no freedom of work, of course, without freedom of vacation. At Marbles, everybody is allowed to choose for themselves how many days of vacation they need. We do that because we do not believe that one general rule for everybody is the right approach to vacation. Some people need more time to get back in shape than others. Some people want more freedom during the day, to go to the dentist at 11 a.m. or, for example, without having to take a day off. And some people want to go road tripping for 3 weeks in Canada and still have the opportunity to stay at home between Christmas and New Year. So for us, it's a very logical decision. And since December, we even went a little bit further and we gave our employees more freedom. We threw away all our rules, we threw away all our policies. Everybody can decide for themselves what they should do. No more policies for external costs, no more fixed budgets for trainings. As long as the initiative you want to take benefits Marbles and benefits Marbles' purpose, you have the freedom to make the decision on your own. A lot of freedom here at Marbles, but that's a very nice thing. But we also have a lot of responsibilities we give to teams. For example, our teams, they do team evaluations. It means that you are not evaluated by one manager or one boss, but that you are evaluated by your own team, the people that work with you every day, because we are convinced that they truly know who you are and how good you perform better than any other manager or boss. They know exactly what you're doing good, what you should stop doing, and what you should do more. And we truly believe in the power of teams. They are capable of deciding what they need for themselves without anybody else telling them. So they are also well capable of deciding on their own if they need a new team member or if they need to let go of a team member. They know better than any other HR department what kind of characteristics they need in their team, which core skills they miss in the team. And they are also best placed to feel the negative energy of a team member that doesn't bring it. So they should also be able to make the decision to fire somebody. And it's not easy, but it works. And it works much better than any other manager or boss who makes a decision. And the last thing, 4 weeks in a year, we don't work for our clients. Every 3 months, we spend 1 week in Marbles on what we call innovation weeks. We make room for innovation, and sometimes we create real projects to drive innovation, such as a dashboard to show the real-time financial numbers of Marbles, or a new concept to inspire other people to think about happiness at work. But other times, we also have innovation weeks where we spend the whole week working on our self-management, creating stronger teams, working on frameworks that make self-management work better, translating our company purpose in clear targets. And the atmosphere is always very great because we are together and we are doing awesome things. And the last thing I'd like to share is our focus on everybody's personal purpose. We believe that finding your own purpose as a person is very important in order to be happy. And understanding what you are good at is relatively simple, but truly knowing what you love, what gives you an enormous amount of energy, is so hard. So we invite our colleagues to take part in our Peace of Mind training, where we go on a journey to find what is your own purpose. And there might be a chance that somebody realizes that working at Marbles is not something that connects with his or her purpose. But that's exactly the goal of what we're trying to do, because we don't want to have employees that work at Marbles if it doesn't make them happy. And there are still a lot of more things that we are doing, but all the things I showed to you, you might ask yourself if it really makes a difference. Does it make our employees happier? And it's difficult to measure happiness on an objective scale, but what we do know are these numbers. Our average days of sick leave went from 8 days back in 2016 to an average of 2 days per person per year in 2020. The average days of vacation a person took went from 20 days to 30 days. So we gave them full freedom, and yet people are responsible enough not to abuse it. We saw a growth in employees from 6 employees back in 2016 to 17 employees today. With Marbles, we went from one company to multiple companies because we stimulate our colleagues to express their ideas so we can realize them together. For example, we created a new company called Looped who had advertising mirrors, or Kivalo, which is an online gift card system. And we are finding new employees got significantly easier. Back in 2016, we had so much struggles finding a few applications for a job opening. And today we get multiple spontaneous applications a week. So the difference is huge. And we know this might look like a good news show, but we know that we didn't get there just by introducing things. The team we are today is a result of hard work. It is a result of a team that dares to fail, dares to retry, dares to fall again and retry again. And the most important thing to remember is that it's possible to manage a company built on trust, not on rules. And that it even creates more engaged and happy employees. So that was it. I hope you enjoyed my short story about Marbles and the way we look at employee happiness.
Thank you, Tim, for sharing your knowledge, and thank you for, at the end, showing in the real numbers if it makes a difference to think about the employees' happiness. Thank you very much.